Hello and welcome once again to Living with Mangoes. I'm Carlos, the school teacher, and this is my son Francisco. And today we are going to be talking about this beautiful mango here called the lemon zest mango. Look at that. The lemon zest mango was a seedling of the famous Popukale, also known as lemon meringue mango. It is the product of the breeding program of Gary Zill. The fruit resembles its parent, Popukale, also known as lemon meringue. It is solid yellow in color, and it has a neck. If you see this here, this is called a neck. It has a neck on the bottom. The flesh is yellow, and it's supposed to be fiber-free. But we will see. We will see if this is fiberless. We've heard that before. And the flesh is yellow, supposed to be fiber-free, and it is sweet with an orange or a tangerine taste. It's supposed to be zesty. That's why they call it a lemon zest. And that the tangelo is very zesty. The seed is large and polyembryonic. That means it could produce more than one tree in it. Poly. The tree starts out slow, but becomes vigorous and vertical, and has a dense canopy. They tend to bloom erratically, though, sometimes flushing growth in winter season. They do suffer from several types of diseases, such as anthracnose and powdery mildew. And sometimes these beautiful fruit get bacterial black spot on it. So that's a shame. I've had a few of these lemon zest trees, and when they're young, you have to stay on top of them because they could die out on you. I've lost a few of these young ones. So lemon zest is not an easy tree to grow. Its parent, the Popukale, the lemon meringue, is easier to grow than the lemon zest. But now for the taste test. It's supposed to be citrusy in flavor. So let's find out what this lemon zest is all about. Gonna cut it. Ooh, I see a lot of juice. A lot of juice coming out. Woo, look at that juice flow. A lot of juice coming out. Beautiful. Look at that. Lemon zest. Ooh, you smell that from over here? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Wow. Has a strong citrus, apricot-y smell. Ooh. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very well known, the lemon zest. Let me put this piece to the side. Here we go. It's yellow orangey inside, yellow on the outer side, a little orangey on the middle. The flesh is yellow. Smells really sweet. Smells citrusy with tones of peaches and apricots. Here we go. Son, take the small piece. All right.
Has a very strong smell.
It is a strong smell.
You kind of get like an acidic smell. It has an acidic taste.
When you say acidic, you mean like it tastes like citrus?
It has like it gives that acidic taste on the tip of your tongue, but it does taste like a lot of different type of tangerines.
Okay.
And it's sweet. It
smells great. Let's see how this peels. It peels pretty easy. The skin is not thick. It's a thin skin. It does have a few little fibers on it. A few little fibers on there. Okay, let me dig down.
It's a good mango.
Wow. I savored that mango. Woo! I really enjoy this mango. This goes right to the top of my list. It's a shame that the tree has so many issues. Powdery mildew, bacterial black spot. Man.
Can't go wrong.
This fruit is delicious. I taste that zestiness. I taste that tangelo taste behind it for sure. Very citrusy. Very sweet. The bricks on this, the sweetness scale on this, from a 0 to a 10, 0 being the least, 1 being the greatest, I would give this a good 8.5, 9. It is very, very sweet.
The skin is bitter.
That's in the upper 20s on the brick scale. Very juicy. Melt in your mouth. It melts in your mouth. Delicious mango.
That's a nice flavor.
Delicious mango. Let's taste the skin. More citrusy tones as you get closer to the skin. Taste a little bit of that peach. Little lemony. More like a tangelo type of taste. Now, this particular one is extremely ripe, but it's also very plumpy. It has a lot of meat on it. The seed doesn't look like it's too big compared to the ratio of flesh on it. So the flesh to seed ratio is a good ratio. I would say maybe 20% seed and 80% flesh, or maybe 75% flesh, 25% seed. The seed is not that big compared to how much flesh is on there. Let's see what the skin tastes like. It tastes like an orange peel. Like an orange peel. Yeah, tastes like an orange peel. That's interesting. Anything else you want to say about this mango? I think overall this is an outstanding mango.
I was surprised by your rating. I didn't think you would rate it so high.
Really?
No.
You think 8 is high for this?
I think 7.5 is high.
Really? But that's your taste buds, not mine.
Yeah.
My taste buds are different. This was a good mango. I enjoyed that tangy, tangelo type taste. Very fruity, citrusy, sweetness was good, right on. I enjoy these citrus types of mangoes. I really do. The coconut mangoes and the citrus mangoes, the pineapple mangoes, those are my favorite types of mangoes. So I may be biased towards the taste, but I think overall, I give this mango an 8. An 8. Just this particular one. I would like to taste one that is not as ripe to see if I can get even more of that citrusy tinge and everything. But I would give this mango an 8. From a 1 to a 10, I would give it an 8. What would you give it?
I'd probably give it, Did
it beat your Glen?
No.
No, still didn't beat the Glen.
I would say maybe a 7.
Maybe a 7, but that will beat your Glen if it's a 7.
Well, I give the Glen I'm gonna be honest with you.
You said a 6.5 for Glen.
When I was rating the mangoes that I had tried, I was being harsh because I thought that's how you were gonna be. But I would honestly give the Glen like a 8.5.
8.5?
I really enjoyed the Glen, and then the Edward, like an 8 to an 8.5 as well.
Edward was good. Edward's a good mango.
It's a nice. It's also classical like the Glen.
Yeah, yeah. You're into that classic taste. But this particular mango, oof, the citrus, the sweetness, this lemon zest mango was a very good mango. Highly recommended. Excellent, excellent mango. However, do not forget, the tree has a lot of issues. I myself have lost a couple of these lemon zest trees. They're difficult sometimes. I've even had the tree give me some root problems. I don't know why, but definitely bacterial black spots, definitely powdery mildew, and definitely anthracnose. You have to be on top of this tree. So this tree is not for everyone. In South Florida, give you even more problems. Central Florida, where we're at in Kissimmee, a little more manageable, but you gotta stay on top of these trees. Lemon zest, y'all. Excellent top-tiered mango. What do you think?
I think you're giving it an overrating.
Okay. Well, that's it for us. Peace, y'all. Carlos, the school teacher, Francisco, and we are out. Living with mangoes.